Welcome, professional bodgerites. That seems to be a name forever nowadays. We're back again with the Mini, and today it is Christmas, technically, for the Mini. So let's have a look what we've got. Gas. Yes, that is going to be a useful commodity, or whatever the terminology is for it, because we're going to need it to change those bad boys on the steering rack. Because as you remember, the steering rack, well, the wheels don't face straight, do they? As you can see. We've also got some sill trim to go around the outside edges. Obviously we still need to finish the welding on that first, but you get the idea of what it'll look like with it on. Repair panel for the subframe. I made my own. We bought headlights. As you remember, I've got a load of glass ones, but since I had that little truck and I put the LEDs in there, I really like the look of them, so I thought, sod it, we'll buy some for the Mini. Obviously they're going to be nice and easy to fit too. Slap straight in, indicators will all work. It's going to make it look a bit more modern, as it's going to be kind of a track day-ish type of vehicle, so yeah, that's the plan with that. So we'll get them in later as well. Rally catches, yes. But maybe vulgar, is that the right term for them? Because they're fake carbon fibre, but yeah, they're all well priced, so these are going to be for the flip front. The idea is going to be, we're going to fit them somewhere, like here maybe, I'm not sure which way around, probably something like that. That'll look quite good on both sides. And then obviously on the inside edge, we'll have the pin go through. And if you've ever seen these things, work, the little pin will come through this hole here, with my finger going, whoop, goes through there, and then you push that up and that little pin locks it all in place. And then you can lock it after, so no one can just steal your front end and run away with it. So we're going to put them there, or we're going to add a little plate on the back of this here, so when you slot it in place, we'll have it somewhere like that, which probably would look better. Obviously this would be black. Yeah, something like that there maybe, or I don't know. We have to figure that out and make sure everything's long enough, all that kind of jazz. But that's the plan. Yeah, some people will hate it, but the whole idea is I can whip the front off. Nice and easy then. So that's going in there somewhere. Subframe kit. Obviously, if you remember when I changed the steering rack, one of these disintegrated, so we needed new ones. So I bought a whole set. So they're going to be slapped in again, probably today. And then we've got new ones of these. Obviously this one's still kind of in there. That one was missing. We're either going to have press pins, so when I want to pop the front end off, it'll be nice and easy, or we're going to adjust them to have little like hanging brackets, so we can just flip the front totally forward and have it sort of still attached to the car, but can, much more access, all that kind of stuff. And they are new bolts to go with all that on the front end too. Treated. Last but not least, a whole bunch of what looks like crap, but these things are actually door seals. I got 3 of them randomly in the little deal, because they're obviously second hand. They're a bit twisted and maybe a split in a few places, but they're better than none. And these things retail for actual new ones for like 80 odd quid. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, we'll get them things on probably first, because I think they'll make such a sort of comfort difference to the way the car feels and when you shut the door and when you open the door. So yeah, lots and lots of stuff. Oh, I forgot about this. Boot seal. So we'll also put that on today, because it's nice and easy. So first 2 jobs are going to be seals, because they're quick. We'll have a look what that trim looks like, and then we'll go from there. Happy ho. Remember to like and subscribe. All that kind of jazz, and we'll hopefully see this Mini make some serious. So there we go. I know we're going to finish the boot. Obviously this looks horrendous. We need to grind it all back and finish this, all that kind of crap. But for now we're just going to stick things in, see what it looks like. Obviously the whole boot floor still needs doing. This is a big priority at some point, but because that subframe's going to come off again, we might as well wait, and then we can do the battery box at the same time when there's nothing in the way. Makes sense, right? Let's slap this seal on. I'm assuming we just pretty much push it in here. Again, we're taking it off to fix it before anyone complains, like this bit here and all that. Just want to see what it's like. So, seal in place. I'm assuming we're meant to have something. Probably put that at the bottom next time we fit it. But interesting issues. Like this clearly wouldn't close like this. I mean, with a proper boot lid on, maybe it will. You'll be able to squash it on enough. But it's almost like these seals push out too far. I mean, the issue could be because this is an 87 Mini. It's supposed to technically have a boot seal on the inner edge, but they're really hard to get hold of. They're forever sold out. So I thought we'll chance it with a 1988 model forward, but maybe that is the problem. Perhaps this like lip thing is just too much sticking out this way. So probably a fail to begin with, but you know, still, this seal, that's a fail. It's a fail, we'll take it. So next thing we can probably fail at is going to be door seals. Again, it needs, you know, spot welding back together here, or you know, I'm just gonna have to try and weld along it because I don't own a spot weld machine. But still, for now, we can hopefully just press it over it just to get a rough idea. Right, that mostly went pretty well. I'm guessing there's supposed to be a little piece that goes in there, like a little trim insert. You do get them. That'll look better down there, obviously, when I finish welding this, because it can't quite press over that bit there. But otherwise, that's actually very successful. Little indent there, but you know, you're gonna get these kind of niggly things. I can always move this seal around so that's at the side or something, but yeah, look at that, pretty good. Now, the proof is, let's see what happens when I close the door. Yeah, not a great start. Let's try again. Yeah, baby. I mean, it slams, but that is looking good in there now. Look at that. Now this trim stuff, as far as I can work out, I'm guessing goes on here again when this is finished, but I'm gonna assume it clips on like so. Let me stick it on, we'll have a look. So I'm guessing that's what this trim is supposed to be for. It's basically to make this outer edge look neat, which it would, to be fair. Obviously that's gonna be pushed on a bit better and all that kind of stuff. So I'm assuming we go all the way along. And then how far would it go? Around the wheel arches? You know what I mean? I need to be triple sure what that's exactly for, but I'm guessing that's what that's for there. Let me know in the comment section if I'm completely wrong, which I probably am. Driver's door seal, same deal. It obviously still needs finishing underneath, but that's pretty much pressed in place pretty well. Look at that. It's all in pretty decent. Obviously this one doesn't have a internals yet or a latch, so I can't test it very well. It's a little bit sticky still, this door as well, like where it's touching just about here. I think because this frame's actually slightly bent, but you know, a bit of trimming on here, get it to work. But if I do it like this and then just sort of squish them in place, you get the idea. This door is a little bit out still, but again, if that was pressed in like it's supposed to be, mostly because the internals are missing, that would fit pretty well. Look at that. So yeah, I can't fit the headlights in yet because I haven't got the back sort of plastic bowl things, and I've only got one of the rings. I was hoping they'd just press in the holes. They don't quite fit in, but you get the idea. Look how nice that's going to look. That's actually going to look pretty badass. I might even try and wire that in just temporarily so I can hold it on just to see what it looks like, but yeah, you get the idea. That's cool and futuristic. I like it. Wheel is off. It's sitting on some ramps, and the plan is going to be try and undo all this crap. So I still got to do that arm, and I just need to get it done. Once the arm's done, then I can worry about changing this at the same time. This little steering knuckle thing, because I'm going to try and get that off too. So I'm going to try and set my blowtorch up. So I need to be very careful, and I need to make sure one of those numerous fire extinguishers are next to me. Cool, let's do it. Let that be fire. There he is, heat the crap out of that. Hopefully it doesn't set fire to the car, and hopefully we can undo the bolts after. Not quite sure how much heat to add. Never done this before, so, you know, a bit scary. Now, due to the refusal of that piece of crap over there doing anything, nothing's undoing, blowtorching it, nothing. So I'm thinking of just cutting the lot off and buying it all new. Whole new hub, everything. We'll see. So for now, instead of losing my shit, I'm going to stick one of these bad boys on instead. So I just chopped the old one off because it was really on there. That's still really hot. And then, I mean, there's no point in particularly filming this. These bad boys will bolt onto there. Just as simple as that. Nice and bolted on, so when we put the front end on, we've got these little notches to find out they're in the right area. Like I said, somewhere down the line we might put little flip hinges, you know, like maybe even take these off and just put like little hinges in here, you know.